Konnichiwa, and welcome to Tsuki no Ame, where we try Japanese snacks and treats. Today we have two snacks to try from Sakura, and this is one of those where, for both of these, the name kind of says it all. Because the first we're going to try, this is our Sakura Shrimp Senbei. As the name implies, it's a rice cracker, it's shrimp flavored. In this one's particular case, there are cherry blossom leaves actually kneaded into it. I'm very curious to see how this turns out. We also have, this is our shrimp Mentaiko Arare. So again, we have a shrimp rice cracker, this one with Mentaiko or pollock roe, which from my understanding is typically spiced. I'm honestly a little concerned just because these are, as I'm sure you've noticed, both seafood flavors. And we have historically had a bit of a seafood curse on the channel, which is that seafood has been very hit or miss, often a little bit more on the miss side. Sometimes just the way that they process it, there gets kind of that kind of old seafood, old fish stank that has developed in some of these snacks. So I'm really hoping that these dodge the seafood curse. We have had some successfully dodge the seafood curse. And when they have, they've been really pretty good. So here's hoping. With all that in mind, let's get started. Itadakimasu! So starting with our Sakura Shrimp Senbei. There's a bit of a scent, but I don't feel like it's very strong, which in this case might be a good thing. So you can see, I don't know how well you can see with the camera, but you can see that there's these flakes of green that are from the cherry blossoms. I am assuming the red is also from the cherry blossoms, but that could just be the shrimp, which kind of scares me, admittedly. I swear I liked seafood before the seafood curse. So it's nice and crunchy. It's a bit of a firm crunch. I do get some salt, and there is definitely a savory flavor to it. I'm getting more of the cherry blossom and cherry leaves than I am the shrimp, which in this case I think is a good thing just because, again, the seafood curse. The weaker that shrimp flavor is, the better of a chance I have of dodging it. I do taste some of the shrimp. I feel like this balance of flavors has helped it kind of dodge a lot of that old seafood stank that kind of develops for some of these. So if you're really wanting something shrimp flavored, I would definitely recommend. There is a bit of shrimp in here, but it does, because there's so much more of the Sakura flavor in there, it dodges the curse. We are moving on to our shrimp Mentaiko Arare. I'm really hoping this one also dodges. I don't think it's going to, in part because I feel like I'm smelling it. I feel like I'm smelling mostly the seafood stink. It has a bit of it, but it's not as bad as some other ones that we've gotten. Even firmer crunch, really, really crunchy. The crunch is really pretty pleasant. There's a little bit of the seafood stank that comes in with the shrimp flavor. But again, the second flavor in the mix is a little dominating. It's much more the Mentaiko, which has been one of the flavors that tends to do better with the curse. It tends to be much better about dodging it. It's part of why I think it's something to do with the processing, to be honest. Something about the way that Mentaiko gets processed, it just doesn't tend to happen as much with Mentaiko as it does with shrimp. And the spice is really nice and strong, and it's fairly dominating, so it also helps kind of keep the seafood curse back, even though there's definitely some old shrimp stank on it. So if you really want to try, it might be okay. I definitely think we've gotten better snacks, unfortunately, and I might just go for something that's Mentaiko on its own, just because, again, Mentaiko snacks have usually been pretty good, as opposed to shrimp, where shrimp, I think it's at least half the time, gets hit by the curse. Gochuso-sama. So to recap, we tried our Sakura shrimp senbei, which mostly dodges the seafood curse. Very much helped by the fact that it is a much more dominant Sakura flavor. But the shrimp flavoring that does come in kind of on the back end, I don't know if it's just that it's weak enough or what. Nah, it doesn't really have a lot of the old seafood stank. Not a bad option if you are looking for seafood. We also tried our shrimp Mentaiko Arare, which did get hit by it, but nowhere near as bad as a lot of other snacks that we've gotten, mostly because it has a very strong flavor of Mentaiko, and the Mentaiko flavoring doesn't have the old seafood stank on it. It's only the shrimp flavor in this rice cracker. So when you get the shrimp undertones, you get that seafood stank. But when it's just the Mentaiko notes, those are fine. It's not bad, but I might actually recommend the Mentaiko Umaibo. That was really good. I would rather eat that again than this, unfortunately. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like my shirt, the link for that is down in the description below. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Jane.